Today's grammar lesson is alphabetical order. Okay, so what's the meaning of alphabetical order? Means to put words or something, like when we took before that in a dictionary, the meaning of the words are arranged in ABC order or in alphabetical order. We also took that in an encyclopedia is a set of books where the books are also in alphabetical order. So the word alphabetical order means to put something in order of the ABCs. Today we will practice how to put words in the ABC order. Okay, so if we have a set of three different words, and we want to put them in ABC order. So what do? Okay, since you guys are new for this, I think you should write the ABC on top, right? You could just sing the ABC and write it on top of the page, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, so what's the next step? After we finish writing the ABCs on top, we take our three words and we look at the first letter of each word. We have the word coin, point, and soil. Okay, here I put the words for you in order. So what did I do first? I looked at the first letter and I underlined it. Okay, so how do I know which word comes first? We look in the ABC and we see what words come first. Okay, so if we have coin and point and soil, we see that the letter C comes first in the alphabet, so we write coin. Okay, after that we go and we see what is the next letter. We see that the next letter is P or S. We go through the alphabet and we see that the next letter is P. So the next word would be point. What about the third letter? The third after the P we have S, so the third word would be soil. Okay, so sometimes you get words that begin with the same letter, such as ball, best, and bird. If you have three words that begin with the same letter, what do? You go to the next letter. You look at the second letter. Okay, so you look at the second letter. We have ball, the second letter is A, best, the second letter is E, bird, the second letter is I. Okay, and we also go look to the ABC, to the order of the ABC to see which letter comes first. Of course, A is the first letter of the alphabet, so the first word would be ball. After that, we have E and I. We know after that I comes after it. Okay, E comes after it. So the next word would be best. And the third word, of course, will be bird. Okay, so to put words in ABC order, you must look on you underline the first letter of each word to see which one comes first. After that, you organize them according to the order of the alphabet. If words begin with the same letter, you go through you look at the second letter to see which one comes first. What if we have 3 or 4 words that begin with the first two letters are the same, like our next page here? So when the words begin with the same 2 letters, use the third letter to put them in ABC. So here we have 3 words that all begin with the first 2 letters are exactly the same, like beat, best, and better. What do? I go to the third letter. You can underline it, and then you see the order of which one comes first of the third letter. Okay, here the third letter is A, S, and T. Okay, as we said, A is the first letter of the alphabet, so the first word would be beat. After that, as we say the ABCs, we know that S comes before T, so the next word would be best, and the third would be better. Okay, so now we're going to go to page 303 and we will organize the questions that we have. Okay, On page 303, we have three words. Junk. Of course, here I wrote the ABCs to make it easier for you on top. But if you can do it without looking at the ABCs, it would be great. Here we have number 1, junk, drive, and 9. Okay, remember, all three words here begin with different letters. So what do? We underline the first letter, J, D, and N. Okay, as we say the ABCs, we look in the order. Which one comes first? We see that D comes first. So the first word would be drive. After that, we see that J comes after that. So the next word would be junk. And of course, 9 would be the last one. And here is the order. Drive, junk, and 9. Okay, for number 2, we have breeze, balloon, and berry. Breeze, balloon, and berry all begin with the letter B. So what are we going to do? We're going to look at the second letter. The second letter is R, A, E. Of course, A is the first letter, so the first word would be balloon. After A, we have the letter E. So the second word would be berry. And the third, of course, would be breeze. Okay? Here we have another example that we have carrot, cape, and catcher. Okay? If you look at all three of them, you'll see that the first two letters are exactly the same. C-A, C-A, C-A. What do? We go to the third letter. So the third letter here is R, P, and T. Okay? If we look in the alphabet, which one comes first? R or P or T? As you go to the alphabet, we find that P comes first. So the first word would be cape. And the second word would be, let's see, okay, so the second word would be carrot. And the third word would be catcher. And I wrote it here. But, okay, I'm pretending that it's not there so I can do it again. So number 4 and 5, I want you to complete it. Okay, so you can stop the video now and complete it and see if your answer is correct. Okay? All right. For number 4, we have 1 minute. Now, I hope you answered 4 and 5. Now, let's check your answers. Okay, for number 4, we have 3 words. We have soap, snake, and ship. Okay, as you see here, all 3 of them begin with the letter S. Okay, so that means we're going to go and look at the second letter. The second letter is O here, N here, H here. Okay, if you go through the ABCs, you'll find that the letter H comes first. So that means the first word here is ship. Okay, right? And then after ship, after H, do we have O or do we have N? Or N. ABC, oh yeah, N. The next one would be N, so the next word is snake. And the last word would be soap. Okay? So, since all 3 words begin with the same letter, we looked at the second letter, okay? And we saw which one came first. We found that H comes first, so we wrote the word ship first, and then N next, so we wrote snake, and the last word is soap. For number 5, we have the same thing. The first 2 letters are the same. We have trip, tray, and trunk. So that means we have to look at the third letter, I, A, and U. Okay, so which one comes first? A. Letter A comes first. So the first word would be tray. And the second word, which one? I or U? I. So the second word would be trip. And the third word would be trunk. Okay, that's how we put the words in alphabetical order or in ABC order. Okay, at the bottom is a little bit different. It says here, number 6, if you were looking up the word toad, okay, if you're using an encyclopedia, would it come before or after tomato? Okay, So if I'm looking for the word toad in an encyclopedia, would I find the word toad before or after tomato? As you see here, toad and tomato both begin with T-O and T-O. So the next letter would be A, and the third letter would be here M. So which one comes first, A or M? A. So toad will become before the word tomato. So that's why I wrote before. For number 7, would the word frame come before or after fox in the dictionary? Here, frame and fox. Will frame come before or after? Here they both begin with F. The next letter here is R, and the next letter here is O. Which one comes first, O or R? O comes first, right? O, and then R. Yeah, okay. So we will find the word frame after fox. Does the word star or 6 come before the word space? It's asking you, which word comes before space, star or 6? Okay, so space here also begins with S, but the next letter is P. So the word 6 would come before space. Why? Because I comes before the P. So 6 comes before, the word 6 comes before the word space. Okay, for 9 and 10, we'll be doing the same thing. I want you to do it by yourself and then come check for the answers, okay? For number 9, it says if you were looking up moose in the encyclopedia, I'm looking up the word moose in encyclopedia, would it come before or after monkey? Okay, moose and monkey both begin with M-O. So the third letter here is O, and the third letter here is monkey, N. Okay, which comes first, the O or the N? So the N comes before the O, so moose will come after. Okay, I will find the word moose after monkey. Understand? Okay, it's asking you if the word moose will come before monkey or after monkey. I said after monkey because O comes after N. So I will find the word moose after monkey. Would the word panda come before or after paper? Okay, here we have panda and paper both begin with PA. So the third letter here is N, and the third letter here is P. Which comes first, the N or the P? N. So panda will come first. So that means panda will become before paper. Okay? And that was our lesson today, how to put words in alphabetical order. Okay? You can also practice this by putting your spelling words in alphabetical order. Okay, I hope this was pretty easy.